I call the honourable member for Melbourne.
Thank you, Mr Speaker. My question was selected as the People's Question on civic activist website ourso.org. And it's to the Prime Minister.
Will get to his question.
80% of Australians believe that terminally ill people—
Order. The honourable member will recommence his question again and the clock will start again.
Thank you. 80% of Australians believe that terminally ill people—
to whom is the question directed?
My question is to the Prime Minister.
The Prime Minister. Right. Now, would the member repeat his question?
80% of Australians believe that terminally ill people who request aid in dying with dignity should be supported. Why doesn't the federal government take over the issue of end-of-life decision-making, which affects every single citizen as well as the medical and nursing professions, and will you institute an inquiry into voluntary euthanasia?
I call the Honourable the Prime Minister to answer the question.
Thank you very much, Mr Speaker, and I thank the member for Melbourne for his question and understand that he is asking it on behalf of others who have raised this issue outside the House. On the issue of euthanasia, clearly this is one where people have personal and deeply held views. Whenever the matter has come before the Parliament, it's been dealt with as a conscience vote, and I believe that that's appropriate. It is the sort of question on which community members from all different walks of life will have different views. It's not something that breaks down, if you like, against the political spectrum. It is quite a different kind of issue than that. It's not the intention of the Australian government to bring to the Parliament any legislation dealing with voluntary euthanasia. Of course, in the Parliament, parliamentarians as individuals have their rights, and if someone wanted to bring such a proposition as a private member's bill, that is possible, but the Australian government has no intention of bringing such a bill to the Parliament. We do have a very key focus on supporting people as they move towards the end of their life. One of the things that enlivens the debate about euthanasia is people's fears and concerns about how they would be treated when they were at that stage of life, at the end stage of life. I think many people in this Parliament, through community links, through their own family, many people in this Parliament having aged relatives, aged parents, have probably had to confront some of these questions in their own life. And the quality of palliative care, the quality of care that we offer our older Australians is very important to families, to older Australians and to the nation overall. So the approach that the government has taken is we are determined to have a quality national palliative care system. We're working with states and territories on that through the National Palliative Care Strategy 2010, supporting Australians to live well at the end of their life. And we are involved in a very important reform discussion about aged care, and I know that in the gallery today there are a number of people who have come to Parliament to raise issues on behalf of older Australians with parliamentarians. The Minister, Mark Butler, has been making an important contribution, leading that conversation around the nation, and at the appropriate point the government will respond to what we've learned in those discussions.